Hello all. In this video I'm going to show you how to assemble Cinderella's wardrobe. The kit comes with these pieces. You've got the wardrobe front, the wardrobe inside, these two extras here, which have got no specific purpose. They're just there because they're rather lovely. And you've got this little extra bit here, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that. This also comes with a printed wood effect background, so you can overprint your pieces at the back. Overprint this page with the blue background paper that comes with it. If you want to, you don't have to do that, obviously. Right, so we're going to start off by making the doors. So I'll put these to one side, and with a craft knife and a ruler, we're going to cut from this point here to that point there, right across. It's tricky to see quite where we're going, so we're going to that point there from here. I tell you what, if we do it the other way round, we can see where we need to go. Obviously, hold your ruler down firmly there because you don't want it slipping. You haven't got much card or paper under here, so you need to make sure that you're holding that down very firmly. And with one nice cut, we should go straight through. I'll try and keep my head out of the shot. Just go through it again to be sure. There we go. Same with the bottom. Isn't this a beautiful old wardrobe? I'd really love one like this. And then we're going to go right down the middle. So we've got a pair of opening doors. Pressing down firmly on our ruler so that we're not going to slip. Then we've got to make the hinges. If you want to, now you can just open those, but I would prefer to make myself a little score line. I'll do it the other way around so I can see what I'm doing. A little score line so that it's easier and I get a cleaner fold. To do that, I'm just going to give just a little bit of pressure on there. I'm not cutting right the way through. The same on this side. I hope that I've done enough there to give me a nice score line. And go ahead and open those doors now. And press that down. You can use a folding bone or your thumbnail. And there we have the wardrobe with opening doors. I haven't inked these outside edges in. I'll do those right at the end. I'll ink in, I'll give myself a bit of distressed ink on these edges. The wardrobe is already rather beautifully distressed, which pleases me no end. There we go. That's that. Now we need the wardrobe back, and we'll put that on. Make sure we've got it the right way up. I don't know what the right way up is. It's that way, isn't it? There we go. And there we have our opening wardrobe. And Cinderella's dress is designed to fit inside. Now, when you've got this in a journal and it's been there a while, your doors are going to stay closed. So we're going to glue on here in a minute, but first of all, I want to have a look at this little piece here. Now, this has been designed so that you've got a little closing mechanism for the doors. I'll just ink this in at the top and the bottom and this edge. The other edge doesn't matter because it's going to be glued onto the back of the door. So what I'm going to do is glue this piece onto this side of the door. You can use the other side if you want, it doesn't really matter. And I think I might just trim down just a little bit so that I know I'm not going to have any problems. Just trim just a couple of millimeters off. I'll do it straight, shall I? Ish. Give that a bit of ink. So I know that I'm just a little bit shy now of that, so I've got a little bit of wiggle room there. Right, I am now going to glue this. And I'm going to glue it right up to this centre line here. onto the reverse of this door. So I'll get you out of the way, pop you on, do it a bit high at the front so I can see what I'm doing, and I make sure I get it straight. There we go. So I want that little gold line to be in the middle there. Now what I'm going to do is very simply, give that a moment to grab, it's very simply just cut into this little piece that I've just glued on. I think I'll do that with my knife, holding on to this piece here because I'm aware that the glue isn't set yet and I don't want to be pulling anything. I'm just going to make 2 little cuts. You can do them wherever you feel you want them, but just sort of like that. And now when I close the door, I'll be able, I can either have that behind, so that's fine if I want to do that. I could really do with giving this a little bit more time to dry because it's going to be a bit tricky to try and do it when the glue's still wet, but there we go. And there we have a door closure. That will become easier to use with time. The top and the bottom fit behind the door and this little bit fits in front, and that will keep our doors closed. That's a nice simple closure idea. Now we're going to go ahead and glue the thing together. Obviously we're going to avoid the doors and glue everything else down. So I'll go around the edge and around the edges of the doors. And a little bit. Sorry about my scribbly glue noises. A little bit around there like that, and then we can glue the thing down. Line it up nicely. And there we are, there's the wardrobe. I'm going to ink up around the edge. I do so much cutting of fussies for my kits and testing out my kits that I bought a Cricut machine a while ago, and it is absolutely amazing. And I've worked out via a hack how to print out a full page A4 and then cut a full page A4, because that's one of the issues with the Cricut machine. But the cutting isn't entirely accurate, and you can blame it. It's got a lot of fiddly work to do, but I'm really, really happy with it. But sometimes I do get these little white edges where it doesn't show quite properly there. Here you can maybe see it. I've got these little white edges where it hasn't quite cut accurately. So inking, as well as distressing, covers up a multitude of sins. There we go. So that's the finished wardrobe. Isn't that fab? And we can open that by simply opening the doors like this. I could ink the insides of the doors. Give that a little bit of distress when you open, just for a nice finishing touch. And now my dress fits beautifully inside, and I can close this door. Like I say, a little bit of a fiddle until this mechanism gets used to doing it. There we are. And with this bit here, I thought I'd make a little tuck spot, because we've got this whole space here that we can do something with. You can do all sorts with it, and I'm sure you'll come up with your own ideas. Because I've got these two pieces here, I thought I'd make use of one of them and make a little tuck spot. Do I want to do it at the bottom, or do it a little way up so I don't have to fussy cut around here? So, oh, and this fits just perfectly, look at that. So I'm going to just cut here, give myself a little mark so I can see where I'm going, and I'm going to cut this piece. A little bit of ink on this cut edge, I've already done the others, and then I'm simply going to glue this down on 3 sides. Oops, a bit close to the edge there. And pop this on. And now I've got a little tuck spot for all sorts of other bits and pieces of ephemera. What I am going to do with this, I think, is use it to store some of the other dresses. I've got some here. You get 8 extra dresses with the kit, as well as her shabby kitchen frock and the ball gown. So I'll just pop a few of those in there. These are blank on the back, so you can use these to write on. There, and there we have it, Cinderella's wardrobe.